Greetings, friends. Today, I'll play a little bit of Diablo 3. Kind of bored. Why not? I figure probably most of you have played it. Um, I'm sort of at the point where I'm really extremely strong, so I clear everything fairly fast. I don't do any like Root or Rift 50s or anything like that, although I haven't tried in a little while. But I have my gems, I have all my gear, so I figure could be interesting to clear a rift like this. I don't know. Okay. Let's just go ahead and do it. So I have a monk wave of light build. Got my incense torch, my sun wukus, my inner set. I use sweeping wind, of course, to maintain my spirit. I also have Reaper's Wraps, which honestly I don't even really need Epiphany if I get enough health orbs, which usually you do. There you go. Obviously Mystic Ally with double ally from my Brutus Boots. Helps a lot. I use that to keep up my spirit as well, but I usually don't really need it. Also using legendary helmet, house, whatever. It gives me a boost to my wave of light damage, as well as allowing me to cast it at not melee range, which honestly makes it extremely easy. I'm really safe back here to just literally zap everything from a distance, and then they die in like 2-3 hits. So it's like I don't even care. Doesn't matter too much, but yeah. I use Cyclone Strike just when they're spread out and pull them in a little bit. But honestly, that's also not that necessary. The other skill I like to use is Inner Sanctuary, Forbidden Palace, or whatever it's called. That is nice for Rift Guardians and stuff like that, because it gives that extra 30% damage increase, as well as the 80% slow, which is not a big deal. And the 55% damage reduction is really nice as well. But for normal rifts, Cyclone Strike is just too nice. Just pulls everything in, makes it so much more efficient. And hey, we got our first legendary. Alright. Let's adjust it there. Open that up. Yeah. Honestly, I don't even really need Sweeping Wind. I could take off Epiphany too, because I barely ever use it, but it is really nice for that damage reduction. Although I could also, again, take that off for Inner Sanctuary, and then that would give me my damage shield. For doing just regular rifts, of course. Greater rifts, yeah, you're going to need more defense. But that's fine. Yeah, not a whole lot to say. I'm pretty strong. I do like, I don't know, like 300 million crits up to with this build. And I just kind of, yeah, just clicking on stuff. And it dies from a distance, because why not, right? Hopefully we can get some legendaries, and hopefully they're not just salvage legendaries. They're actually good. But I have most of my build. I'm basically just looking for ancient legendaries and slight upgrades. I need ancient legendary crisp boots. I would like to get another Sanwuku amulet, because mine has I re-rolled it for crit, but it also has like area damage, which is pretty bad. I want that to have critical hit chance, as well as obviously the dex, which I think it always has, and then the socket, which it always has. But other than that, you know, again, ancient and legendaries, slightly better stats, but everything's pretty much got... Uh-oh, I almost died. That's okay. Everything else pretty much has what it needs. My helmet, it does have the life per spirit spent, which don't really need, but it does help me a lot in greater rifts. It gives me that, you know, big chunk of health back as I take hits, so it's nice. I do like it. Could trade it in for critical hit chance, but I mean 6%, it's not a lot. Mine's like almost, I think almost 500 life per spirit spent or something like that, so it's quite a lot. Every time I drop a wave of light, it's like 1,000 life or something like, or not 1,000 life, 10,000 life. Or, no, wait, hold on. 500 times 200. 100,000 life. There we go. That's working math. No, not 200, 25. So yeah, 10,000 life. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's 6% significant. It helps me, so I like it. Did we miss? We did miss a little chunk up there, but that's fine. It's probably nothing. Yeah. So yeah, season 2. Season 2 started. There's a couple new items, 3 new gems, 2 defensive gems, which are blah, and then that one for like leveling up new characters that goes in your weapon. Not that useful. I've read that it's like it's okay, but you know, after like 60, it's really not that noticeable. So it's meh. Some of the new items are alright. Obviously, I want Gundo Gears. Exploding Palm is really strong when it starts spreading every time you kill something, so it's pretty good. Might play season just to get that, but I don't really know. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm strong enough as it is. I think it's not really challenging, to be honest. I mean, that's sort of how this game was built. It's a farm game, and that's how it's always sort of been. So I guess I can't begrudge them too much for giving people what they want, right? I mean, that's why Diablo 2 lasted for, what, like 12, 13 years. And I'm pretty sure people still play it. Because it's good like that. Alright. Okay. Why is he over there? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna pop my Epiphany just because I know I'm gonna need Spirit, because my allies aren't that strong. I mean, they are, kind of, but doesn't really matter at this point. I might as well just be power leveling people because it really doesn't matter. But whatever. It's interesting. I want to find a goblin room again. I haven't found one of those in like a week or 2, so it's kind of annoying. But really, other than Malevolent Tormentor, I don't really care too much. The Blood Goblin is really nice too, but again, I have most of my stuff. Just really rolling for better Crutus Boots, and not much else, really. I mean, just I have my bracers. They're crafted, the Reaper Wraps, so I kind of want to craft Ancient Legendaries of those, but they're really nice. They got 6% crit hit chance and 20% lightning damage, and then 450 something-ish dex and bite. It's fine. Really don't need too much more. Although I could take off the bite for, I don't know, res, I guess, or something. It's nice on it. It doesn't really matter. But, yeah, I don't know. There are small optimizations which will make me slightly stronger in greater risks, but for riffs, it doesn't really matter. It's pretty basic. It's whatever. Doesn't really matter all that much. Kind of just killing stuff. That's how this game is, really. But that's, like I said, sort of how it has been. So, only one legendary so far, I think. Yeah, only one legendary. T-Mite. Let's pop Epiphany here. Not get frozen. Stand right in the explosion, because it doesn't really matter. Here. Is that T-Mite? Yeah, that's T-Mite. Yeah. So 2.2 is coming out soon. I read the patch, or, well, they're not patch notes. They're like upcoming notes kind of thing. They said they're adding like 15 legendary items are getting a special bonus, which is nice because that's the point of legendaries. I hate the legendaries that are just 6 random stats. They're just there because they're better than rares or whatever. That's so dumb. But yeah, they're adding a couple new legendaries. They're adding 3 new sets, I believe they said, and they're buffing the sort of the offsets. Ina's, Talrasha's, legendary. Mortal King, Nats. Where did we miss? Oh, right here. So, I mean, they're making some improvements. Yeah, it's not really a big deal, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how nice they are. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. The patch is probably going to be alright. They mentioned quality of life improvements, which are always nice because, you know, improves the quality of life. But I don't know if they'll buff Monk too much. As you can see, I'm pretty fucking strong. I've been thinking about making a Barb because they're pretty fucking strong as well. but we'll see. I'm pretty okay with my monk. I mean, it's not much to do, I guess. Just kind of kill stuff and kill some more stuff. I just find it's weird because the difference between having your full like Reikor set or Sun Wuku set or what's the Demon Hunter set called? Marauder set. There you go. It's like before you have it, you're pretty freaking weak, and then once you have it, you're pretty strong. I mean, yes, you can get stronger, but like the power spike in getting the set is just so huge that I find it's like you're just leeching until you find your set, and then after that you're carrying it. It's just like I don't know. I find it doesn't really matter too much. So while I like the game, it's not that exciting, I guess. Just kind of. I can see the appeal of season. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be like, yeah, you know, start fresh. Why not, right? But it's again, you're just gonna leech until you can carry, and then carry until you feel like making a new character. In which case you leech. I'm gonna guess that's T-Gods. No, that looks like. Actually, I don't even know. It's not string or anything like that. I don't remember. So yeah, like I said, a lot of people like to use. Obviously, the Senwuku amulet is nice, but it's fairly rare, so they use the hat. But this hat, what is it even called? The So's Kryn Gaze. It's just so nice to be able, like, it's so nice, and especially like to cast it like down. Okay, that's not possible terrain, so I'm not casting it there. But if that was, it would be dropping it down there. Like it just gives you so much range, and like you're basically like a really strong mage. I enjoy it so much. And again, it gives you 20 to 25% damage increase, so it's like, mine's only 21%, so obviously I'm going to try and upgrade that. But it is Ancient Legendary, and it does have close to max dex and fight. Well, I mean, the dex is quite far off, but, you know, it's good. I don't know. I like it better than the Orc's Crown. I mean, having an extra cooldown when I barely use those skills anyways. I mean, even the dashes I don't really care about because I don't need to be in melee range. Before I had this helmet, yeah, I cared about it because, yeah, you did need to be in melee range and you did want to have that damage reduction because you're taking a whole lot more damage. But with Kryn's Gaze, like, it's just, you're not even really in range and it doesn't even matter, and, like, it just, even if I do die, who cares, really? End of the day, that's what it is. But yeah. Cool. Oh, there we go. Too many explosions. Should have popped my epiphany, but that's okay. Whatever. Now I gotta stack my Takooks up again. Right over there. Hopefully these guys are competent enough to split up. I rather split up. I don't like. I mean, I know you get extra MF, but it's there. Okay. Go away. Split up. Oh my goodness, these people. That's too bad. I don't know. People don't like to split up, but maybe they're just okay with me carrying them. I don't know. But I like to split up, get stuff cleared faster because honestly, rares. I mean, I have like 10,000 Death's Breaths, or not Death's Breaths, Veiled Crystals in my stash. More than 10,000 actually, like 12,000. And I'm never going to use all. Actually, the reusable parts are what I need. The normal items because they're so rare. It's almost like that's what Puzzle Ring. It's stupid because the normal items are so rare that to get what 15 of them and then drop out one like rare, maybe a legendary, like it's just not useful. And the reusable parts are actually better than the rare, anyways. I find because again I have so many Veiled Crystals. I think what it should do is pick up rares and drop a legendary. Pick up like 30 rares, 40 rares. That's one riff run basically, and then you get it. But I don't like when other people use it in its current state because when I hear that sound, it makes the same sound as a goblin, and I think, oh, there's goblins around, but then there's not because it's really the puzzle ring, and it's just like, stupid. Okay. So yeah, like I said, just really easy. Just clearing that thing. Really simple. Is it just down there? No, there's not. Okay. Oops, it's my E a little too early, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, I barely run out of spirit. The only time I really run out of spirit is against Greater Rift bosses, and that's like barely. It's for like 5 seconds. I'm waiting on cooldowns, but I haven't tried with Reaper Wraps, and they drop health globes fairly often, so if I manage to ration those, it should be alright. That down there is not. Okay, so let's go down here. And let's clear this out. This is probably a dead end shortly, or it might reconnect. That's another thing too, coming with the patch notes, they're adding in Fields of Misery and I think Act 2 and Act 3 maps. I'm not really sure. I didn't really read it too thoroughly. But, you know, new content is always good. More stuff to farm, right? That's the thing too that they really need is more really good sets, because I mean, every monk, you know, uses the same the Sun Wukong set, and pretty much every Demon Hunter uses Marauders, and you know, it's just like ring. Okay, let's not die. It's just like they need more viable build. You know, like I said, every monk uses Wave of Light. You know, yes, some use pet builds for Demon Hunter, and mages are pretty much all fire mages, and they just rely on the Firebirds like burning or whatever. It's kind of boring. They need more variety. They need basically more viable sets for true endgame. You know, I would like to see a set based off of, you know, like, I mean, being a monk, you're supposed to be like comboing, and like, you know, 7-sided strike or something would be really interesting if they could make that really strong too, instead of just spamming Wave of Light. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of boring, you know, like there's only basically one, maybe two builds. Because I used to play, when I actually first started the game, I played Mage, and I had this cool build where, like, I would, you know, had the Freezing Blizzard, and then Black Hole, and I was using Talrash's set, and I was, you know, basically keeping things CC'd permanently and using, well, at first I was using the Blades, whatever it's called, and then I started using Death Torrent because it's so OP when you actually realize that you can get whatever it's called, energy or whatever, by using your damage enhancing with the 3 generation per hit. Like, it's just so much better. And then you realize that even that's not good, because you can do so much damage if you just use Firebirds. Which, yeah, ever since building this monk, because I got bored of my mage, I haven't really been back to it, to be honest. He's just so strong, and it's like, why not? Okay, what are these guys doing? Okay, they did reach a dead end. There's more stuff here, but this is a dead end. Okay, that's why. Well, yeah. So I just, yeah, like I said, I'd like to see more variety in builds. And I mean, even, you know, like again, the Whirlwind Barb, or not Whirlwind. Yeah, Whirlwind is weak. You know, it's all charge. You just charge past them, they die in your stupid little tornadoes that you leave with Raycor set, and then that's it. Like, it's not. I mean, I've never played WoW, but I imagine there's more than one build for each class. I imagine. So it's like, you know, some variety here, man. Why not? And then Witch Doctor, I don't know. I've never even really played Witch Doctor. I have a level 70 Witch Doctor, of course, but I've never actually played it. I got it power level to 70, and that's it, really. I mean, I've never actually played it. I have no idea what their skills really do. I know they're basically like a necromancer. But yeah. And then Crusader's the only class I haven't gotten to 70 yet. I have everything else. But that's for other reasons. I use that. I play Crusader when I'm not really interested, and it's low level, and it's whatever. Not trying to rush that, not getting power levels. Trying to basically re-enjoy the story, since I only played it once, really. Got my Monk power level, got my Bard power level, got my Demon Hunter power level, got my Witch Doctor power level, so Crusader is basically the second character where I'm actually playing the storyline. I've considered going through the storyline because I think if all the act bosses, you kill them for the first time, you get a guaranteed legendary. But it's honestly like to do all those quests just to get one legendary. It's kind of like meh. If it was guaranteed to be like an ancient legendary, I would probably do it. But as it stands, it's kind of meh. Ah, cool. Hopefully these are ancient. Oh, they are. Look at that. They got armor though and fire skills. If that was lightning skills, or if that armor was critical hit chance 6%, or even not, I might consider, because that's nice. I actually might even use it, even though it's a slight damage drop off once I re-roll the fire skills to lightning, or maybe the armor. I don't know. Because getting that extra boss every shrine is nice, although there are a lot of people who just open shrines because they don't realize someone has them, which you sort of can't blame them. I mean, not everyone uses them, but it is a nice effect. I do like that effect. It's probably one of my more favorite ones. It's just the roll's not that great. If the fire skills was 20%, I might use it too, because I think Demon Hunter with multi-shot, the best rune is fire. I think. I could reroll the armor. I still might use them. Reroll that armor to critical hit chance. It's good. I think I'll keep it. Everything else will probably. Let's see. Vigilante belt. Nope. Angel ring, shitty. Thanks. And this. No, healing wells are too rare. Ancient legendary. No, it sucks. Okay. Let's see if I have any room in my inventory. I have too much crap in here. I gotta get rid of like half this stuff, but whatever. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching me crush riffs and ramble on about random stuff. And yeah.